apologies for that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's so nice to have you.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited for this. It's a great day for an Instagram Live, girl.
Let's just pop that live chat cherry together.
Party.
Well, I'm thrilled that you're my first guest. When I thought about who I wanted to get on board for the very first kind of episode, you immediately sprang to mind, and I'm thrilled that you said yes. So for anyone who doesn't know you, let's kick off with a little bit about Diana and a bit about, I guess, you know, the amazing businesswoman that you are and all the hats that you wear. So yeah, tell us a bit about you.
Sure. Well, first of all, thank you so much for the kind words. And I was so honored when I got your message asking me to be the first guest. I was so thrilled and couldn't be happier to be a part of this because Kat is amazing, but everyone who's watching this already knows that. My name's Diana, and I started a business called Balanced Tax Accountants back in 2015. And we are an online accounting firm based in Australia that basically transforms the lives of our clients who are mostly in the digital space. So we have a lot of freelancers, a lot of business coaches, a lot of marketing agencies. Basically, we embrace like the new age, you know, type of clients who traditional accountants might not really know or have experience in handling their accounts and their tax affairs, and we take the stress out of tax. So yeah, that's what we're all about, and yeah.
Awesome. And what are the other two hats that you wear?
I also, a love product of Balanced Tax was we created an event space called Warehouse 16. It's based in Perth and Balcatta in the northern suburbs. And basically it serves as an event space for our Perth small business community to come and hire, to run workshops and get Instagram worthy photos for their marketing. And what's the other hat? I don't know what the other hat is.
Personal brand.
Oh, the personal brand. The personal brand, I am still creating a bit of, I'm trying to decide what I want to do with it. And I think that's part of actually having your own business and being an entrepreneur is there's no rules. Like, you write the rules, you make the rules. And so, I'm going to definitely be doing something with my personal brand in the next 2 months. I just haven't quite decided what type of impact I want to have with it. But yeah, so watch this space.
Absolutely. I really admire what you're doing, particularly with Warehouse 16. It's such a gorgeous space, and I guess the concept for it is so unusual for an accounting firm, but it's such a natural, beautiful fit with the clients that you have and the small business community here in Perth. And having been to a few events there, it's absolutely gorgeous. So it's really nice to see people thinking outside of the box when it comes to, you know, what can I provide for clients? What can I provide for the community? And how will that also benefit my business? Because I know that you and your team also work from there as well. So
yes, that's right. Yeah, it's been really great to see the response of everyone. And I was really, because I feel like I've spent the last 4 years talking to small business owners nonstop, I really know who our ideal clients are very intricately. And so one of the things I kept hearing from everyone is that they didn't have an event space to run events that had everything they needed. And so that's what we created. And yeah, it's just been, the response has been really overwhelming, and I'm just very grateful, to be honest. So yeah.
It's so awesome. So what does a typical day or a morning kind of look for you? What's a day in the life of like? Now, I know that you're right smack bang in the middle of tax season. And, you know, post June 30 is when you really come into your own. So walk us through, I guess, what your typical kind of day looks like.
So one of the things I really love about being my own boss is that I get to control my schedule, and at least I get to have input. Like if I have meetings or I can choose my own working hours, you know, at least I have control over that. And so that's one thing that I really enjoy now compared to when I had a job in the corporate world, is that I don't have to show up behind a gray cubicle and sit there for 8 hours a day until, 8 to 5 p.m. And so a typical day for me normally starts with getting up and giving my puppy some cuddles, My Bichon is my little dog, and he's the mascot of Balance Tax. And he basically, he gives a little pizzazz to our Instagram stories sometimes, makes some appearances. And I'll get up and then have breakfast, and then I'll go either straight to work, or if I have a day of meetings, sometimes I'll work from home for a bit just to get a head start on emails and things, and get everything sorted, and sit there and smash out some work or smash out meetings. And me and my team have really made a lot of effort to try to take breaks, because what we found is we all really love what we do so much that we get engrossed in the work, and we don't take breaks. And so now we go for walks at 11 o'clock or 1 o'clock every day. We go out and go around the park and get some fresh air and some sunshine, and then come back to work and smash out the rest of the day. And it's just really given us like a second wind, like to finish off the day strong. And then at night, lately I've been going home and working at night, which I'm not a fan of, but it is tax season. You just got to do it.
Absolutely. I think that walking as a team during the day is so nice. It's just it's probably a nice chance for you guys to just chat about, all the things, not work related, but just, encourage each other to get that break, because it's, when you love what you do, it's very easy to just kind of get stuck in the rabbit hole and keep burrowing away.
It is. And imagine when you have, because everyone who works for us loves everything about our business and our values and our mission. And so we are all like on the same page, and the way it's amazing, because we can make such a good change and such a big impact, in our clients' lives together. But at the same time, you get to work and then you wake up and then it's dark. That's not good.
Absolutely. Now, do you have a productivity or any kind of tech hacks that kind of help you with that, with maintaining that sanity during the day?
Oh, yes. I got my technology, girl. That's one thing. I used to work in IT, and so as a business analyst, and so I actually have a background in IT, and I've used that in my business to allow us to be able to service the volume of customers that we have, and also to control my schedule. So Acuity Scheduling is one. We do all of our client meetings through Acuity Scheduling and Zoom, and that just, honestly, the day before my meetings, I look in my phone, and it tells me what I'm doing the next day and if I need to prepare for anything in advance. And so Acuity keeps me on schedule for sure. And the other thing is I'm a list person. So I will make a list of, if I'm finding I'm getting overwhelmed, I'll make a list of the top 5 things I need to accomplish for the day and cross them off as I go. And there is nothing better than the feeling of crossing an item off of your list, man. There's something, I just have to write it down just so I can cross it off.
I'm exactly the same. Some things I literally write down as I'm doing them and then cross them off.
So that's my
accomplishing something.
Yes.
All right. Now, I think what you've done with Balance Tax, particularly on Instagram, is amazing. So can you, talk us through some of your favorite kind of digital tactics or things that you've kind of really leverage to kind of help grow the business?
Okay, so specifically for Instagram, basically it's just being consistent and giving content and giving value and showing up and posting things that people really want to hear, people are interested in, So I feel like, not that I'm an Instagram expert, but just for me personally, I think of the feed as one thing and the stories as a whole nother, and you need a different strategy for each. So the feed is almost become like a website. So that's where people go and fact check. They just want to see that you've been posting recently, that you're still active, that you're not posting tax tips in every post, or every post isn't a buy now, contact us for a quote, or some type of silly teaser where it says, oh, single touch payroll's coming into law. It's going to affect you and end your world. Bring us for more info. Come on. This is the content that is not for Instagram. Okay. And so the news feed, we try to keep fresh and relevant and helpful. And then the other thing is the game changer for me has been stories. I have always since they came out, been consistently posting on Instagram stories every day, allowing our audience and our followers into my life as a business owner and into our lives as a team, as a tax firm. And it's just been, the response has been really great. The amount of views that we get on our stories is really, really high. And we actually have quite a big following of other tax firms and bookkeeping firms out there. So shout out to everyone else in the industry who's watching us. But yeah, it's been really, really good. So that's a bit about my strategy with Instagram specifically, but be consistent and don't give tax tips. No one wants to read that on Instagram.
Show your personality. And I think that's why, I guess you've built, such a great name for yourself on Instagram, as, a lot of people kind of recognize you from Instagram, when you go to networking events and industry events. But I have to agree that, you've really shown your personality. It's almost like Stories gives you an opportunity to pre-qualify potential clients as well, because they know exactly what they're going to get. They know who the team are. They know who you are. They know how hard you work. They know that you've got other interests. You cross-promote, Warehouse 16 and things like that. So it's kind of really well-rounded. And people, by the time they get to, the website to book an appointment, they should feel really comfortable with who it is that they're going to be meeting with over Zoom or face-to-face. Which is absolutely perfect, because that's what you want, particularly from an accountant. You want to feel like you trust them, that what you see is what you get. And I really do feel like for you guys, that really comes through beautifully.
Thank you. Do you want me to give you my hack that something I do for my Instagram that I don't think I haven't seen many people be doing, and that is so once or twice a week I'll go through the list in the Balance Tax Instagram and look at all the new followers. And if someone or if an account has followed us and it looks like it's a potential client or someone who has a small business, then what I will do, and it's not like a bot, for example, I don't do this for the bots, but everybody else who's real, I'll DM them a voice note and just saying, hi, this is Diana from Balance Tax. Thank you so much for showing us the love on Instagram by giving our account a follow. We really appreciate it. And then I'll normally do a bit of a stalky stalk about their business and find out what their names are and actually address the message to them. And the response I have gotten from that, I started doing it about a month ago, has been overwhelming because no one expects it. So there you go, people. That's one of my Instagram hacks.
Leveraging the voice message and the DM capability is amazing. And yeah, people hearing your voice are going to go, oh my God, because it's not a pre-recorded message. It's you, the business owner, reaching out. And that's amazing. Super awesome tip.
Thank you.
But that would work for product-based businesses as well as service-based. So there you go, people. You heard it from Diana.
Take all my secrets.
Yeah, exactly. No one can implement like you though, Diana.
I know, that's why I'm like super confident in that. So you can kind of do it in your own way.
Yeah, 100%. What's one thing that brings you wonder every day?
One thing that brings me wonder, I would say, honestly, I'm just very grateful. I feel like I'm a really grounded person, and I'm just extremely grateful for the opportunity to be able to wake up to a new day every morning and to have 24 hours in front of me. It's kind of like this incredible gift that not everyone gets to see the gift of today. And if you are healthy and you have the ability to work and live your life purpose, I don't know, I live my life with a lot of gratitude, and I have a lot of respect for especially the small business owners that we work with, because I want to support them and see them succeed in the little part that I get to play in their business and in their lives. I can see that finance and tax is such a stressful area that if I can just play a small part in taking a bit of that stress away and making it easier, it just makes me feel like on top of the world. So yeah, that's every day my bit of wonder.
Yeah, that's what makes Balance Tax so different. So, and you can feel that as well from your content, from the feedback that you get from your clients, from interacting with you, in real life, obviously outside of the online world. You know, you've got so much to give, and it's, you know, you're doing amazing things for so many people and helping, and, you know, really helping people's lives, because small business is hard. It's really hard. I'm sure there's lots of tears that you've probably shared with clients as well.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. But I mean, it's just part of the journey too. You know, the good comes with the bad. The ups, you can't have the ups without the downs. It's just life, you know, and we're all in this together, and it's just it's so much better to just do it together to be in the corner on your own, trying to conquer the world. Like, yeah.
Now, you know, I'm a bit of a digital marketing nerd. So I guess I'd love to know what you love most about digital marketing, the space, the tactics, the platforms. And you've recently kind of automated a whole heap of your processes and really designed a business that kind of fits around where your vision for it is going, which is amazing. Again, probably kind of somewhat industry leading for the accounting space. So what is it about digital marketing that just kind of makes you go, wow, that's cool?
Just the ability to reach people, especially with social media. It is the shortest connection between a business owner and the potential sea of clients out there who are on social media, and your own existing clients as well. It just really, it's almost like it's the next best thing you can get to being in person. Like, in-person connection, you can't replace. But social media, I would say, as from a marketing perspective, the next best thing. And as opposed to emails or a website, you know, kind of where you're either pushing information or you're posting content to be read and consumed later. Social media is interactive. It's now people can see if you read their messages. And so specifically, I used to have a big focus on Facebook back when the reach and the engagement was a bit higher. Engagement on Facebook is high, but the actual reach of organic posts, because that's one thing. I've never spent $1 on paid advertising in 4 years. It's all been organic, and it's not that I don't like paid, it's just that I haven't needed it yet. And so in the future, I'm definitely going to be using some paid marketing and social media marketing specifically, but I just haven't gotten there yet. And so the fact that I've been able to build an account of Instagram followers, like 5,600 followers, without any type of paid anything, and just showing up, giving, you know, content that people want to consume, letting people see behind the scenes of our business, the impact has just been really good. So social media just can never be undervalued, but you've got to be all in. And I think that's the biggest mistake people make when they try to get on Instagram or Pinterest or Facebook, any of them, is they don't go all in. And because you can't, on social media, the thing is, people's BS radar is so high these days. If you are not being authentic, if you're not being yourself, people are going to smell it from a mile away. And it's going to create distrust in you, in your brand, and that's something that you don't want. So,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but
I've said it a few times. You're doing an amazing job. It's a pleasure to kind of know you, to follow you. And I know that you work with clients all over Australia because you've developed these kind of digital systems and automated processes. And when I say automated processes, it doesn't mean, you know, let's take the human element out of it, but let's just make it as easy as possible for your clients to do what they need to do with you, and to get in touch and to book their one-on-ones or to book their tax in and things like that. And I think it's just, you know, it's really exciting to watch your journey, and I love following along.
Thank you. Yeah, one thing I would love to share is the fact that, okay, so our biggest thing that we've done in our business in this month was we put all of our tax booking forms online. It's on our website. If you want to book your tax in or even your BAS return in with us, you go to our website, and that's how it's done from now on. And so the response from that, because we've gotten lots of feedback, we're all about feedback, testing and measuring, and the response has actually been really great from the people who love it, but it also has caused the opposite effect, and it's polarized and unattracted some people who are just not organized enough to be able to fill out an online form. And so for us, that's a good thing, because while we want to help, we want to be helpful, we can't help everyone. We can't be everyone's accountants. We're not trying to be everyone's accountants. And so if a potential client or a client of ours is not organized enough to fill out an online form, which is such a basic, simple thing to do in this world nowadays, then they probably, it's almost like the website is screening them for us, to determine about what type of people who actually come into our business. And so that's one thing putting the tax return booking form on the website has done for us in a way, because those are all potential inquiries that we would have gotten who the clients aren't going to be right for us. And then we would have spent our time answering them, following them up. And the website has just kind of automated that. And so, yeah, technology has allowed us to reach so many more, like the volume of people than we ever could before, just with us ourselves. So, yeah.
And it means that you can maintain, a smaller local team. I know you're really passionate about that.
Yes.
Really, engaged, super loyal, team that are all over the values of the business. And, you can still scale, but keep that same feel and keep it local as well.
Yes, I'm all about supporting local. I immigrated to Australia in 2011, and I just love this country so much. I paid a lot of money, and it was a lot of stress, and it was a lot of effort to get my permanent residency and my citizenship. And I am just really proud of being able to support and create a business where I can hire Australian workers who are located in Australia, because a lot of people don't know this, but the industry, the tax industry specifically, and bookkeeping, everything's getting outsourced overseas. And it's not that the lives of overseas workers are any less important. It's just that that's not what I want, the impact I want to make in my business, And so the fact that I'm able to do that, like a kind of accomplish my social goals and my business goals at the same time, just gives me the biggest smile ever when I put my head on the pillow at night, just knowing that my life, like the way I did and lived my life today, made a difference in someone else's life and someone else's business.
Yeah, it's so important, and that's what keeps you going. When you're getting up at 4 a.m. to smash emails before you've got client meetings, because I know that you do that because you share it on stories. You're one of the hardest working, women I know in business. And I really want to thank you so much for joining me for this very first episode. It's been such a pleasure to talk to you. And I'm sure that there's heaps of takeaways for the audience. So thank you, Diana. I hope you've got a nice rest of the day planned.
Thank you for having me. It's just been amazing. I'm so excited for you, Kat. You're amazing at what you do. I've never known anyone who specializes in digital analytics and who loves that type of technology and how the impact it can make so much. And I'm just really thrilled to be a part of a small part of your business and your brand. And thank you so much for this opportunity to speak with you today and your audience. And yeah, we're going to do amazing things, girl. It's not even noon yet over here. So we got over the day.
Both into our numbers. Something good is going to happen.
Yeah, we're going to manifest that.
Absolutely. All right, my darling. Have a great day. And thank you, everyone, for joining us. We're going to wrap it up now, but this recording will be available over on IGTV. I'll pop it in YouTube, and you can catch it in other places too.
Bye.
Bye.